Israelites, Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. From this down, that's Hispanics and Native Americans. Yeah, well, we were asleep, now the Lord's waking us up. Because of that transatlantic slave trade, they beat our nationality out of us. Anytime we was gonna speak broken Hebrew, Bantu, right? Every time we did that, they would whip us. They would do it in front of 40 slaves to put the fear of God in them. Now that period has destroyed our people's self-confidence, esteem, everything. So when we're out here, we're calling out to our people, but very few are going to answer the call, you know?
They do it to us now in the name of madness and say we're mad. They say that I'm mad.
Say you're mad.
Yeah.
They say a lot of things about us as well, you know? Now you said your father's Irish Scottish. Do you know what happened to the Irish in 1600s with Oliver Cromwell? You don't know the full story? Right, you should have come earlier, man. We were going into that, you know?
Brother, if I can expound on the description I was reading, right?
Yeah.
It says that many shall come in my name. Now the disciples, wanted to inquire when the end time's going to be. So basically, you're going to have pastors come on the scene, or prophets come on the scene, saying that they're the Messiah. There's been many pastors that came on the scene related to the Messiah. But the actual Messiah, when he comes, he's going to, like he said, he's going to come to deliver us from the condition that we're in. That's why when you read the scriptures, matter of fact, brother, give me
hold that though.
Get the what's the scriptures called now? Get the book of Isaiah 11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah, because we were scattered in the slave trades, Arab and transatlantic. Now our people don't know who they are. But the Lord said in the last days He will wake us up. Romans 13:11. High time to wake up out of sleep. Salvation is nearer than we believe.
Right, again, the salvation.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Which race of people run the world today? No race. So when I went to school, they taught me about the Babylonians, they taught me about the Greeks, and they taught me about the Romans. Are you telling me that those weren't emperors?
But now, who runs it now? I don't know.
Right. Who's in the government? When you put on the House of Commons, so they got a Parliament channel, but when you put it on, in the room, how many minorities is there? Hardly any. So who's in the power seat?
At the moment, in this country,
Yeah.
you've got Theresa May.
No. What race? Who's running the world? Who made EU, NATO, so forth and so forth? Caucasians, right? They did. What's wrong with you?
We are. I don't feel it. I don't feel any power myself. I've had no children. I'm 54 years of age. I've had no child.
Okay, but would you
I don't feel powerful.
would you admit that you're
I
wicked?
don't have a job. I don't have any money apart from state benefits. I've tried.
Yeah,
I've
but
got a medical paper. I still don't have a job. I've been a
Okay, do
fashion
you
model.
agree
I've
with this
never been
statement?
paid.
Do you agree with this statement? Alright? That this is this wickedness. What happened to us? And by the way, was it last week when we brought it out? No, the week before. We brought an article that a black woman, an Israelite woman, was found hanging in Lexington, North Carolina. So all these people that did this, would you say they're wicked? Okay, that's right. Malachi 1:4. Because the Lord calls you Caucasians the wicked.
Well, can I expound on what she was saying about how she didn't know, about how she doesn't know who's in power? So you gotta understand, man. Every empire had nations that was in power. Okay, you always had, for example, during the time of the Babylonians, you got a group of people. Okay, the Assyrians, they were the ruling class race on the planet at the time. And then you also had you got the Persians. They were the ruling class race at their time. And then you had the Greeks, and then you had the Roman Empire, and it's the same thing like that. Because everybody is not on the same level. Now that's what we all been taught. To believe that everyone's equal and that kind of thing, but that's not true.
It's true,
Because
yeah.
even as you know, and we all know, because we're all adults and we're all grown up in England and what have you, we know that there's a class system. And we know that you have a working class, you have a middle class, and you have the rich.
Yep.
So how is everybody equal on that level?
There's health as well. Look at your hand. I mean, that's health mark. I bet they don't know what that is. I bet it's myositis. I bet it's infection.
Okay. But are you agreeing that lynching and burnings, hangings is wicked, right?
Of course.
Alright, read that one.
Right, Malachi 1 and 4. 1 and 1?
Yeah, just go up.
Verse 1, yeah. Malachi 1 and 1 says the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi.
See, to Israel, our people. See?
It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord.
And the Lord does love us, despite our wickedness. He gives us our daily bread. He gives us more in abundance, even though we're on punishment.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
And Esau is the father of the white race. Edomites, they call it. And it comes from a Hebrew word, Adawam, which means red. Like if I slap you, I'm not going to. If I slap you, what colour would your face go?
Probably purple.
Right, right. Usually if you slap a Caucasian, it go red, right? Yeah, that's what the word Edom means. You're not white, you're red. That paper, that sign is white. Your skin colour's not like that.
It says,
You're kind of brown.
I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yep.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
Yep.
Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
The Lord said he hates Esau, Edomites. When you go to Genesis 36 and 1, it says Esau is Edom. So the man Esau had children, and that's the nation today that we call Caucasians, right?
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
And that's what's going to happen again.
Why did you hate them?
Why did he hate them?
Yeah.
He created them like that. You know that Romans one? What's good? Because everyone is a part of a movie. We're supposed to be the righteous, but our people, they're not righteous no more. So the Lord said, I'm going to take my name away from you. But he said in the last days, he's going to bring us back to our remembrance of who we are. Right? No, they get worse.
When you read on it, tells you.
This is Romans 9 verse I'll stop from here we are right here. 13 it says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. But what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Yeah, he's the Most High. God can do what he wants. Right? See?
God forbid. But he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy,
Yep.
and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
And the Lord's given us mercy because he woke us up to the fact of our true nationality and we embraced it. But it's all his doing. He could take it away from us.
It says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will be hardened.
Okay, but you know what? You know the whole Russia and America thing in the media? That's the Third World War. All right, that's coming. The Bible says it's going to be in the Middle East, and that's the punishment for every race that has brutalized our people. Now, you could be one of us that don't know, because you're spiritual. Yeah, you're real spiritual. But that's the punishment these Edomites, whites, are going to get. They're going to burn in into the fire. No, wait. So why do you hope not? Huh? Any kind of death? Well, are you saying that all that your people did, or maybe your people did to us?
They've done it to themselves as well. They've done it in the Holocaust, they've done it in First World War, they've done it, they've penalised themselves in poor houses.
There you go. So you're admitting that they're wicked. So, as a punishment, the Lord's going to burn them up in nuclear fire. We're not black people. We're not black people. We're Israelites.
Brown people.
And who named us that?
Any person's
I don't know.
capable of it. Any person's capable of it. Any
So-
person's capable.
Everyone's scared of wickedness, right?
They are.
Okay, let me get the Bible
Well,
dictionary.
let's hope for goodness. I need to go because it's really cold. Sorry. really, really cold.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, listen, we're here every Saturday from 3, so if you want to pop down, because you're spiritual, but I don't know. But that's the punishment for your people. Go on.
She could be one of us, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hope not. I got some freckles.
Yeah, you just better hope that she's one of us.
Yeah, man.
Hope and pray.
Yeah, but did you see when I asked her something, she didn't answer.
Yeah, but you know though, brother, if I was on her side, I wouldn't ask anything because they know, man. Like a lot of them know, and even the ones that could very well be Jake's.
Yeah.
They know what happened to Jake, and they also understand that something down the line is coming down on us. They don't know what it is, but they know something's coming.
That's it.
So it's just like, you know, and even these Jakes that look like Edomites, they feel kind of guilty as well. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that, man, what we're saying is about to go down, man. Right? It's gonna be you other nations, man. That's the reason why you're going into this third world nuclear war, because of the affliction that you brought on our people.
That's it.
All right, you touched the apple of the Lord's eye. That's exactly what's going to happen because of that.
Still doing
Right?
it.
You got it.
So like that, and they're still doing it.
And they're still doing it now.
They've not even apologized for slavery, man. You bring up the fact that they should apologize. Why should I apologize?
You're gonna say boring.
Yeah, boring. This that. Not poppy appeal. We have to remember they're dead, but
I was gonna say
we can't remember our own.
there's the hypocrisy of them is beyond belief.
Yeah,
You've
man.
got to remember everything that they've gone through. But the minute you talk about the one main thing that we was going to talk about,
But that's
and it's like you need to get over that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, look, we need to cut. But when I mean, like a couple, maybe like a month ago, got in trouble with the police. Some pregnant Edomite woman, she lied on me, trying to say that I was at the lights, rearing my engine at her.
Yeah.
She phoned the police. Some nigger woman and some East Indian guy, they hate me, so naturally they're gonna come up against me. And when the police came, one police went over there to her, decided to find out what happened, take down details, and another one went to me. And then when I told them, obviously it's racism, the East Indian man, he's a racist. The nigger woman, she just hates the black guy. And the white woman, she's obviously racist because you know there's been historical accounts where the Edomite woman, she's lied against Jake. And the first thing he said was boring. And I was like, see these devils, they're so racist that they don't even realize it.
Who said that?
The police officer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He literally said that right in my face.
What they're gonna say boring because they feel guilty.
No, he didn't feel it. He didn't feel good.
No, they just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they just don't want to hear it, but they feel guilty at the same time.
It's a bit of guilt, man, because the minute you bring that up, they got to start thinking about the shit that they
Exactly, and they don't want to think about it. They don't want to. That's my point. So they're guilty. They're guilty as charged. So if you know you ain't did anything wrong, then why don't you just hear what the man is saying? Why don't you just hear it out? They don't want to hear it out.
It was like when he did it, it was like disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but
Disrespect.
a lot of these devils, they don't want to hear what they've done because they ain't have to, like the brother said, they have to go back to the yard and think about it, and then they're gonna want to thinking about killing themselves.
Yep.
Because these devils are weak-minded, man. Yeah, but I'm gonna come in, man.
Okay, come here.
Yeah,
Let's have one more scripture, alright?
yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
If she stayed around, I would have read this. Go on.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, it says that which has been is now.
Yep.
That which is to be hath already been, and God requireth that which is past.
See? And what did it say? It's doing it now. They're still hating Jake and what's it called? Oppressing them. Alright? But it says God requires what's past. So that a long time ago, get over it. That don't wash with us.
Yeah, it doesn't work, man. It don't work because everything that was done is going to be required, right? That you just have to pay. You benefited from it, so now you're gonna have to pay. And that's why they keep saying get over it. Okay, we can talk about the Holocaust, the so-called said Holocaust that happened, which didn't even friggin' happen. As we found out, history proves that it never happened.
That's right.
And then we got to remember 9/11, which we all know what that's about, right? But when we talk about slavery to the so-called Negro, all of a sudden we got to get over it. But I understand why they want us to get over it, because it hurts them to be reminded of what their forefathers have done, because they know down the pipe that they have to repay. Somebody gonna have to pay for what their forefathers have done, right? And you know what? You know it proves that they're bothered by it the most, because they're the ones they keep bringing it up. Okay, like this analyst on Press TV News, he brought it out saying that Britain, most of the prosperity of Britain was built on slavery.
Where was this?
Glasgow, isn't it?
What's that, brother?
Glasgow University, that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
He brought it out. So if anyone's bothered by the whole idea of slavery that happened, is these devils. They're bothered about it the most.
They became great through us.
Exactly. So, I mean, by us shedding our blood, or by us getting lynched and hanged and dehumanized by building this society up, that's what they have to be reminded of, man. Because that's what Britain was built up anyway. So when you talk about slavery to Esau, it's like he ain't trying to hear that, man. Because like I said, he has to be reminded of what he's did. It's all about them being reminded of what they've done. Okay? And this is why society is set up the way it's set up. That's why, because it worked, man. The whole thing with slavery building up Britain, it worked out.
Yeah.
So why don't we just keep it going? And that's why they got Jake in the same positions, man. The same slave-like positions. Because they're not gonna upset what already works.
Yeah.
No. If slavery was what made them prosperous and major as they are, then they're gonna keep this shit going, man. And they're gonna say to you that we've abolished it in 1833, which slavery never was abolished. That's the damn line itself. All right? Let's keep the bandwagon going, baby boy. That's what that's all about. And let's not talk about it no more, because the more we can not talk about it, the more we can forget. And if we can forget, then we'll pretty much be in the same state of mind that we're in. All right? And also staying in the same state or position of the society. So we can keep working the system up.
But
see,
we're doing a service unto Esau by not talking about it.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We're doing a service unto them. The scripture says, cry aloud. Okay, remember speak about the injustices.
Yeah.
The scripture tell you, it's Wisdom of Solomon says, stand up in boldness against such as have afflicted him and took no account of his labor. So we're supposed to be, it's like we're fighting a battle against a power that's beyond us, but we're still showing strength even in weakness. In fact, we can still open up our mouths. Yeah, we're still opening. Yeah, we're still opening up our mouths, still showing some form of power against our enemies.
Yeah, and it's really the power of the Most High. It's really the power of the Lord that we're showing, because the Lord is going to take this man down. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of anything that happens, it's going to be the Lord, man. So it doesn't really make a difference whether Esau wants to forget about slavery or he wants to keep bringing it up, because they're the ones that's bringing it up all the time. They're the ones that's in charge of the media. They're the ones that's bringing these slave films back, talking about it on the news. Jake ain't really talking about slavery too much nowadays, really. Check it out. Jake is just getting on with it. Because these devils just keep bringing it up because they're guilty as charged. You keep bringing stuff up, it's really because you're hurting inside and you know what you did wrong.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
And Jake's been conquered. I don't mean to cut him. Jake's been conquered. That's why they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Their spirit has been conquered. You know, remember that time where we went to that Brixton thing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And when I brought it up, them fucking niggas that was with Esau at the time, they felt it's almost like
They don't want you to make Esau feel uncomfortable.
Basically, they were. It was like they were cracking. They were Edomites. It's like they were sitting there like, oh, he's bringing this up. It was almost like they're devils. as well.
Yeah.
But they've been conquered. That's their issue. That's why they can't do. They ain't got no power. They've been overcome.
Right.
The scriptures talk about being overcome by the beast.
Right.
Part of not being overcome by the beast is being out here in the highways and byways, telling those that have afflicted us that it's going to be a righteous thing for tribulation to come upon them.
Right, but you know what though, but at the same token, if we're being realistic here, it's nothing really Jake can do about it anyway, because it was all based on God. The Lord set it up to where Esau conquered us, and so that prophecy could be fulfilled. And also because of what we did wrong,
All right, Isaiah 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness in the land of uprightness.
Yeah, because they're in our land, and they we even got the ones of them that got the books of the Israelites, and they have the Bible and everything, but they don't use the Bible to put in effect the laws, statutes, commandments. And then they're in the land of our land as well. You know what I'm saying? So the scripture says, what have you have to do to declare my statutes? Go on, bro.
In the hand of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
Matter of fact, read that again. I went off, man. Say that again.
Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked,
Right.
yet will he not learn righteousness.
Exactly, because they're not built to learn righteousness. They're built to do wickedness. So Esau, really technically, you can't really get mad at Esau for doing what he did. Esau just being who he is. It's like you can't get mad at, I always like to say this, you can't get mad at the snake for biting your ass. That's what it's going to do. The snake is meant to bite you. So, because I mean, Jake is in these conditions because of what they've done wrong. All of us went out. You know, we're not the saints. You know, we're the saints of the Most High. But you know what I mean? We're not innocent in terms of what we've done. So it had to go now. Because ultimately, by Esau taking Jake down, it was through the Lord. It tells you that in the scriptures, that the Lord will use the nation of Israel, man, by using these nations. Go on, bro.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly,
Right, when he did unjustly, go on,
and will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. These Edomites, they don't look at the Lord as the power. They look at themselves as the power. That tells you that in Timothy's, man, if I'm correct, where it says that he stood up in the temple like he's the Most High, exalting himself above things that are of the Most High.
Thessalonians.
So that's the spirit of Esau. That's the spirit of the Most High made Esau to be. It's that guy, so that at the last end he could be made it a prime example of. You know, especially when you travel, man. That's why you gotta travel. And when you find out, it's very, very true that England and America, man, those are the two proudest places on the planet. Yeah. You could just feel the pride in this place, man. You could come from a different country, you can feel that proud spirit. It's a super proud demon out there, man. You know, and the reason why you have that because that's the spirit of Esau that's taking control of this environment, which is the spirit of pride. Go on, bro.
Right? Isaiah 26, verse 11.
Yeah.
Lord, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see.
Right, when the hand is lifted up, they shall not see. They're not going to know what hit them. All right, go on.
And be ashamed for their envy at the people.
Right, and shall be ashamed for their envy of the people, man. So they're going to be ashamed of themselves when they go down. And who are they that I'm talking about? I'm talking about the so-called white, which is the nation of Edom. And they are going down, by the way. They're not going to go down, they are going down. Because if you look around, if you go even if you go to the shires and stuff, a lot of them are homeless, they bugged out their mind. You know, they just out of there, man. They ain't got it going on. Even if you go to the States, same thing, bugging out. You know, I was watching the brother, the cameraman's videos, and he even did a thing on that, man. A lot of these jokers is bugging out. Okay, a lot of these devils are bugging out. They talk to themselves. They all over the place, man. They can't even do their job right anymore. They used to be very good at doing their job. Now they failing. Even doing their businesses. I mean, they still doing okay, but the curses is gradually, or should I just use the word creep? curses are creeping up on Esau, slowly. And that's what's going on. Go on, bro. Yeah. So all of the curses that came upon Israel is now coming upon Esau now. That's what the reality is. Yeah.
2nd Ezra 6 and 18, it says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, I will visit them that dwell upon the earth. Go on.
And will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness.
Yeah, read that again.
And will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
Right, and the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. That reminds me of what is it? Lamentations. What is it? The 4th chapter. Is that? Oh, you got it. Go on. That's the spirit. Yes, the spirit.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Right, that dwelleth in the, because we're in the land of Edom right now. Everywhere you see a bunch of Edomites at or ruling, that's the land of Edom. America is the land of Edom. England is the land of the whole EU. The whole of EU is the area of Edom. So we're in the midst of Edom right now. It ain't talking about the actual landmass or ancient Edom. It's talking about right now. Go on.
The cup also shall pass through.
Right, what is that cup?
Ye.
The curses, the afflictions, slavery. Ultimately, that's what it's going to get down to at the last end. Right now, Esau, he's big and bad right now. He's got the aircraft carriers, he's got all the weaponry, he's got all the soldiers and the military powers, okay, behind him. And that pride he got behind him as well. But when it's all said and done, man, the Lord is going to yank all of that out from him. And then we're going to realize and find out that he's a nobody. You understand? He's a nobody, man. So that's going to happen eventually. So, go on, bro.
And they shall make thyself naked. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Right.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Right, he will know more, and that's showing you it's the Lord that's who puts you in the captivity.
Yeah.
So we can all blame Esau, which we can, because the scriptures tells us to prophesy against him, right? All right, and to condemn him with the precepts, to condemn the wicked. But at the same time, it's the Lord that set nations to go into slavery, or Israelites to go into slavery, and put different nations in power. It's the Lord that sets it up. All right. So if Esau goes into slavery, it ain't because we're gonna have the power over him. It's really because the Lord said put him into slavery by giving us the power. All right. Go on.
O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins.
Right. The Lord is gonna find out what he has done. Examine what he has done. Everything that they have done as a people. It's like if you look at us as a nation, we all went down. They're all gonna go down as a nation of people. They like to say, well, I'm my own individual. Nah, but you do come out of a body of a group of people. So as a group of people, you're gonna face the same fate when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So there's nothing no one can do about it. You know, you could say, oh, slavery was in the past, you gotta forget about it. Very, very rare, but the Lord ain't forgetting about anything, man. All right? Because see, man can say anything, man can think anything he wants, but the counsel of the Lord, that's what's going to stop. And we're bringing the things out concerning the counsel of the Lord. So I'll tell you what we do. Give me Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. You know what I want, where it speaks about how the Lord, the Most High deal with the past. You got your precept, right?